Hey guys. So my name is Heidi. I'm going to be reading some poems for you. I can't memorize anything, so it's going to be read on my phone. Also, I can't name them, so name them what you want. Alright. I love graveyards. No one really gets it. I'm not obsessed with morbidity. I just love reading the headstones and thinking about the lives these people once lived. Did they love someone with every bone of their being, looking to life for all it was worth so they never had to leave this earth? Did they despise people, welcome death like rain in the drought? Who were they? On my way home today, I saw a rabbit sneaking into a graveyard by my house. He wriggled under the fence at the first sign of trouble, and no one else seemed to notice. He sat at the door of a ghost party and walked right in like it was home. I want to be this rabbit. Bold, fast, undetected. He greeted the steps of a haunting like they were gentle and safe, not lonely and cold. I don't want to die. I just want to slip away from the living, if only for a moment. Sit in the quiet of a graveyard surrounded by only my thoughts. Take in the flowers growing by the gates. See the trees blooming between the headstones and realize beautiful new beginnings and growth can be surrounded by ugly ends and hard goodbyes. So I'll just go into the next one. I'm not great at transitions, guys. One day I'll find my forever. One day I will find my cottage nestled in the woods where a fire is always burning because someone is there to tend it, to love it, to never let its light go out. One day I won't be a hotel anymore. I won't just be a place for people to come visit, for people to check into, to get away from home. One day someone will knock on my door and they will already have the key to get inside, which is good because honestly there's so many locks on this little door now that I don't think I could open it even if I wanted to. He will come in bearing flowers that when placed on my table fill my house with the smell of grace, love, and forgiveness. He will remind me that my house is beautiful with all of the curtains open. He will remind me that even the messy, clutter-filled corners of my home are beautiful. That this house wouldn't be the same without them and that he wouldn't change a thing. One day I will meet someone and the first thing he will do is say, "How has no one found this place before?" And I will tell him that others have come along. They have come inside and ripped down my curtains and let my fires die and let the flowers wilt. I would tell him that others have found this home and they have treated it like a place to pass through because I lent them. And he won't care. He won't love me any less. One day I will find someone who reminds me that I am the one who decides whether this is a place for people to stroll through or a home for a family to live in. One day I will realize that I matter, that I'm in control, and I will let him stay. The next couple are, I guess, sort of lovey-dovey, so we'll just get into that. This one I did name. It's called But I Do, and it is inspired by a Civil War song, which is super cool because I actually got to meet John Paul White this year and tell him that I wrote a poem about one of his songs, and he was so nice about it. So, just a fun tidbit. So this one's called But I Do. I miss you, but I haven't met you. Yes, I did steal that from a Civil War song. No, that doesn't make it any less true. How can you miss someone you haven't even met? But I do. Every cold night alone, every Saturday morning breakfast for one, every Sunday evening sitting by the fire, wishing I had someone to hug me. The way those flames are hugging the logs, like the way they flicker and reach towards the sky, but never leave the grasp of the one they get their strength from. They all make my heart ache for the presence of the one whom my soul will one day love. But when will that one day come? How many nights do I have to spend alone? How many more memories will I have to make? Memories that I have to tell you about instead of experience with you. When do I get to meet you? Because I miss you. Like the daylilies miss the sun, like the ocean misses the shore, like the strings of the guitar miss the hands that bring life to its body. But I haven't met you. We are day and night, we belong together, but we never meet. Sometimes I get glimpses of you at sunrises and sunsets, those brief moments in time where our nights and our days overlap to create something beautiful. In those moments, I see our future. I see lonely nights comforted. I see Saturday morning breakfast for two. I see Sunday nights by a fire becoming shared memories instead of pictures I have to paint for you. One day your name will sit on my lips the way dew sits on the grass in the mornings, like it's the only place it has ever belonged. One day your fingers will intertwine with mine, our hands will meet, and the doors to our souls will fly open because you are the key I have been searching for my entire life to the lock that others have only tried to use bobby pins to pick open. One day you will kiss me and hold me, and you will never let me go because we will have finally found the moon and the stars to our dark nights, the sun to our cloudy days, and the rainbows to our thunderstorms. I miss you, but one day I won't have to. And I actually only have this one left, so let's do it. I fell for you the way leaves fall in October. With grace but no dignity, I needed no help. The wind in your touch was enough to bring me to my knees. I loved you instantly. The way you watched me as I fell asleep, the way you looked into my eyes and helped me understand that you were fascinated by not just the windows and the soul they led to, but the whole house, its structure and its warmth. The way you reminded me that I should never sell myself short because I am a mosaic. I am stained glass. The sun seeks my flaws as they make even it seem greater. My cracked, disordered frame, a sanctuary where God himself lives. When I met you, all I knew was that I was bare. I had nothing else to give. But you never cared. A soul trapped in winter simply needs some warmth, and you are a fire that has never given up. I never thought there would be beauty in falling. It seems to lead to turmoil, but the mess we created was a symphony full of colors and a portrait full of songs. Unique, hard to explain, difficult to forget. No matter what happens, I will always be thankful for the love you placed in my life. Without you, I might never have learned how to bloom or understood the beauty in watching a tree let go of all she has. I love you.